Oh, yeah. All right. Well, I had no idea that this was even coming out today. So, yeah. So here we have the very first teaser trailer of Mission Impossible 8, The Final Reckoning, or as it was going to be called at one point, Dead Reckoning Part 2, which basically it's no longer a Part 2. So, let's watch this trailer. So, here we are. We're on the Paramount Pictures YouTube channel, the official channel. So, let's check this thing out here. Nice. Oh, there's the biplane.
Our lives are not defined by any one action.
Him running.
Our lives are the sum of our choices.
Wow.
Everything you are, everything.
Oh, nice. I made a reference to the first movie.
Come to this.
Sweet.
When the need for certainty is absolute, and the odds are deemed impossible, the mission falls to him. Should he choose to accept? For every life you tried to save, you gambled millions more. And now the fate of every living soul on earth is your responsibility. That's the pattern, isn't it? You refuse to sacrifice the ones you hold close.
You've always been on the right side, brother. I have no regrets. Neither should you.
I need you to trust me. One last time.
Nice. Alrighty, well, that was actually pretty interesting. Yeah. So, I want to go back and watch it again here. Yeah, we'll do another take, but I'll stop this time and mention on a few things that I spotted in the trailer here. So, let's go back to the beginning here. So, let's do one more round here. Okay, so we're learning for the first, 4 seconds. So they were, there's the yellow biplane there with the biplanes. Of course, now they, I think it was at the MTV Music Video Awards, Tom Cruise did a video of him on top of a biplane. And so now we know exactly what that was. So that's kind of interesting that they showed that. The Ospreys.
Our lives are not defined by any one action.
So we're in London and Paris again.
Are the sum of our choices.
Okay, now with him underwater here, it looks like he's. God, that's gotta be. I can't. That's gotta be a real shot because, with the. It looks like he's doing must have done some sort of hypothermia training. There's gotta be. I don't know. It's Tom Cruise. I mean, come on.
Everything you are, everything.
Oh, nice. So I love the fact that, within, 27 seconds in, he pulls out the knife from the very first movie that Jean Reno's character dropped. So it's kind of interesting that we're making a reference to the very first film. The character William Donello. I wonder if, who knows, will that character show up? Because, for all we know, I mean, this could take place in Alaska, for all we know, because there is that reference, to, after, of course, when, Ethan got the knock list with the very first film, that he was sent to, going to be sent to Alaska, the William Donello, character. So, I wonder if he'll show up. That's kind of interesting.
It's come to this.
When the need for certainty is absolute, and the
Nice.
odds are deemed impossible,
Okay, so the sub here. I'm wondering if that's the Vestipole from the first half of the film, from the first film. So
odds
we'll
are
see.
deemed impossible.
I bet you it is.
Falls to him.
Should he choose to accept? For every life he tried to save,
So interesting. So it looks like that. So here we have the character of Angela Bassett. Well, her character is back, but it looks like she's on Air Force One, supposedly, as maybe, I don't know, but that or maybe she's the president. I mean, at this point, but I mean, who knows? But we will see. I mean, they're giving her the salute and everything, so it's highly possible.
you gambled millions more. And now the fate of every living soul on Earth is your responsibility.
So it looks like they're going to see a lot of action inside that sub, because he's definitely in a room there with a lot of looks like a lot of nuclear warheads and stuff. So it looks like he's trying to flood it, possibly, but I don't know. We will see what actually happens. There he is in Paris, the run.
Isn't it?
So they got. I love the fact that Kittredge is back. Roughly, it's about a minute 9, minute 8 into the trailer. So you got Kittredge there. Then, of course, you can see in the background, it's the villain from the 7th film. I cannot remember what his name is, because I haven't really watched the 7th film a whole bunch, not as much as the others, but yeah.
You refuse to sacrifice the ones you hold close.
I wonder how they did that. Although I kind of like the fact that you look at this. Now this is about a minute 22, minute 23 into the trailer. You see Tom Cruise running after this yellow biplane. It looks like he's. I don't know. To me, it looks like he's bringing like something to the character of Ethan, where he's having finally a bit of difficulty catching up a little bit. You know, so we'll see. Okay, so this little short fight scene that's happening here with him in his underwear or whatever. So I'm gonna guess either this happens before or after that he gets that he returns from the icy waters. I'm gonna take a secondhand guess here as to probably before, maybe. I don't know, because we will see what happens when the actual film comes out. Hang on a second. I think I spotted something here. Is that Brant? Is that the? I can't. The biplane. That was awesome.
Right side, brother. I have no regrets. Neither should you.
Jesus God.
I need you to trust me. One last time.
Okay, so one last little thing that I noticed here. This is roughly about within the last 10 seconds of the trailer, within about a minute 50, 50. Obviously, the focus is there on Tom Cruise, but if you look at the background, I noticed that there is a countdown to something. Kind of interesting. So, yeah. So, May 2025. Awesome. I mean, it looks really, really good. Obviously, I mean, with the way that Tom, what he's done with just this franchise alone, I mean, it's, it's just amazing of how far along a franchise has come, and on top of that, it's seems like with every single entry of the series, it just keeps getting better, and you really don't see that a lot with sequels. So it says that on the trailer it says it's May of 2025, but the official release date, it's currently scheduled to be scheduled on May 23rd of 2025, which actually looks pretty. Sounds, obviously it'll be a great summer blockbuster. I'm hoping that they do that they make it at least as long as the last film, because I hate it when here it is, like, for example, like, let's take for example Harry Potter. Okay, so you got 8 films in that franchise. Obviously you got seven stories, but the last story, we're going to split in half. So the first half was pretty long. Second half was a little short, in my opinion. But, it would be awesome if this thing definitely needs to be over 2 hours. Obviously, it probably is going to be, considering the fact that Christopher McQuarrie is directing it and whatnot. But sadly, but also, this is the last one that Tom Cruise will end up doing. But it will be interesting to see where he goes from here. But yeah, I love the fact that they're bringing in they are bringing in a lot of the characters from or some situations from the original film, which is very, very interesting. But although I wonder, though, there is one character that has not shown up since the fifth film or the fourth film. It would be kind of interesting to see if the characters, if Jeremy Renner's character somehow makes a cameo at some point or whatever, or what would be even cooler is if all of the agents that Ethan has worked with over the course of the films, maybe at some point, or at least, show up in some form or another. But, I don't know. But still, though, like I said, it's very early on. Obviously, it's the teaser trailer. But obviously, the whole thing was shot in IMAX. But, it will be just very interesting to see where this one goes. Because, of course, I remember when the first Mission Impossible came out, that was more of like a, it was more based, obviously it's based on the TV series, but, it's just, although it's kind of funny, if you go back and you watch the original series, and then you watch the movies, basically the movies are it's literally a sequel to the original series, and so, which is kind of interesting, but like I said, I just love the fact that they did make a reference to the very first film, yeah, so we will see what other crazy stunts Tom Cruise has in store for us for this time, but yeah, overall it looks really, really, really good. Obviously it should be, because, the first part, we were left with a cliffhanger. That's the point of doing 2 parts, right? So, but yeah, we will see where everything goes and whatnot. But the funny thing is that I wonder by the time, the thing is, the reason why I hate it when they do multiple parts is that, because obviously Dead Reckoning, it still has that part 1 in there. At least on at least on the physical copies of DVDs and whatnot. So I wonder if at some point they will re-release those without the part 1 subtitle on there, just calling it Dead Reckoning, which is what they should have done in the first place. But with the word reckoning in there, obviously, now it's going to be the second part of a 2-part story. But yeah. It's just kind of interesting. It's just so interesting to see how far, Tom has come, throughout the years and whatnot. But it will just be interesting to see what he does after this movie, because, he's obviously he still has several things in the works. Obviously he still has basically he has a at some point, some sort of space-related movie that he's doing with Doug Liman, where he actually goes up into space for real. we don't know when that will actually happen, but we will see where things end up. But also now, because I had read that with him supposedly maybe doing a third Top Gun, I'm like, I don't know. We will see where they go with that, but so we shall see. Alrighty, well, I apologize for the long little rant there, or not really rant, but just chit chat and whatnot. But Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. I cannot wait to see this, and with that, you guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification button, leave a comment down below, and with that, I'll see you next time. See ya.